How are you guys? So, many people are, I guess, wondering why I don't have um, religion, or let's say, many are offended or maybe angry because I don't have a religion. Well, first and foremost, I don't really have to explain myself and to tell to the world why. But since I guess it would be helpful someday for people who would be in the same situation as I had and as I am up to now, so they can make choices for their lives, okay? And again, if in case kids would come across this video, you better consult your, well, you ask yourselves and listen carefully, but you always have the choice to agree or disagree, not just the kids, but also for adults. This is just my opinion and life experiences and observations. Okay? So, these are the reasons why I chose not to have a religion, aside from uh, choosing not to have cognitive dissonance or conflict of life principles and values, okay? So, and of course, for people also to see that not every atheist or non-believer, as they said, are not always devious and as evil as many Christians are. Okay? So I had my notes, and yes, don't wonder if you hear voices and noises, because we are here at a highway, okay? My store is near the highway. Very near the highway. Okay. So there, um, uh, why? First reason is that why I don't have really religion is that I was disappointed by many religious people, and even and some religious people and some of their leaders. Okay, these people uh, cannot really hide their disdain on me or their hatred on me, or you can just feel it in every occasion that you or gathering that you be with them, okay? Because I have that stigma of being a wild child, especially that I had written it in a local newspaper before, and I accepted that I was a wild child, and I realized that I love myself for being like that, but of course you are not as wild as before, okay? I am not as wild as before, okay? Because we grow, we mature, we learn, okay? So when people say that they're wild, don't take it so literally, and you see first the person, if how much wild does she think she is, okay? And then another reason is that many of them are fake, okay? They're good in front of you, or they would call you on occasions, but then you're not really that welcome, okay? You will see that they uh, they feel more superior than you, Okay? As if you don't belong. Like, for example, you are sitting in one table, they would ask you to go to another table and just be alone there, or what? Okay? Or they will just talk about you, or just laugh at you, or even in front of you. And yes, those are Christian people, okay? And one of their fakeness that they're not just fake, but many of them are very sensitive and they easily get offended by things they hear. They want to talk against me, but they don't want me to talk against them, and they get offended. Like when I said that to a colleague I know, to an acquaintance, I said, "Look at those people who go to the church. They're gamblers, they're smokers, they're drinkers. It's the gist is like they don't walk what they believe in. They don't walk their talk." Okay, so there, and they got offended by that so much, and maybe it's just the reason why they didn't renew my contract in one province, in my shop, the contract in that, on that space, on that building, because the Anglican Church, I guess, got offended by me, or they just really hate me because they think I am very evil, okay? And they made reasons that like they made reasons made up, okay, so they could evict me, or is they could not really evict, not, but so they wouldn't renew the contract on that building. But what's fascinating is that, and what's appalling is that they, I guess, the bishop of that church, the child, was interested on that space. That's why they didn't renew the contract. But I guess if you are a board of director of a building, if you are connected to the management of the building, I guess you shouldn't have an interest, especially that you are in a church. Okay, so very small misunderstanding. They made it so grand for a reason not to renew my contract because of whatever reasons they are. They think I'm a witch, they think I'm evil, and they think I'm devious. They didn't realize that they have gay priests, they have bisexual priests, their priests are smokers, drinkers, adulterers, child abusers. They cannot clean up their own churches, and then they would look at me like that, okay? So these people cannot see themselves in the mirror, and they even, as like the most devious people are, like the on the left side, okay, which they are also judging. They're not so, like the not so religious people. They said that I'm like a pineapple, I have so many eyes and I judge people, but actually it's who they are. The moment I went there, they already don't like me because they think I'm a witch and I'm evil, okay? So that's just one reason. And another reason, so I'll get to that again. I'll get to that, whatever is connected to that, because this is spontaneous. I will continue that later, maybe if I have some additions, okay? And then another reason is that these people are they are what? whatever it is. Okay. Another example is during the christening of one of my, I don't consider him a friend now or a distant relative. I consider him a lesson of life. During the christening of one of his nieces, this guy called me to go in that church, and when we were in the church, this priest who conducted the christening told in front of me, facing me, in front of me, and I'm the only gay, and he said, well, that's what he think, I'm the only gay. I don't know, maybe the priest is also gay, he's just covering up his attitude, because on that church, many altar boys had sexual encounters with their priests, okay? So, it's a small world and it's reality. You come here and search and ask around, and some of those boys are even so proud, telling that to their friends when we were young. So there, this priest told me in front of me, you shouldn't be here. Gays are not allowed to be godparents. When I was there, sincerely to be a godparent, but they said they shouldn't be allowed to be godparents and shouldn't be a church. The gist is like that, but what I'm really sure is that we're not allowed to be godparents because I'm gay, okay? So there, I didn't take it so personal, those things, okay? Even if I go with them, they call me and belittle me, and they look down on me. Sorry for that. There was a seller or a vendor, and then even if they looked, I didn't take it so personally. It's just the lesson. You know, the wrong thing is they accused me of taking those things personally when I didn't. But when they are the ones who are creating every situations, and many Christians here got so offended because, of course, we are in the Philippines. Almost all people are Christians, even drug addicts, adulterers, sexual offenders, corrupt presidents, corrupt politicians, corrupt police. You know, they all pray, they all go to church just to look good, okay? And they all got offended, and they created situations. So I would feel so down, so I would go to their church, okay? And they have a very thin skin when it comes to that, but they cannot look at themselves, okay? And then, oh, I got distracted by that, but it's okay. And then, some of those, of course, the forgiveness part pala. Yes, they want me to forgive them, but they keep on harassing me, they keep on creating situations for me to feel down, just to be on their churches or in their religion or just to pray. Imagine, they will harass you just to pray. They will threaten you with your house, with your livelihood, with your interest, with your love life, or whatever, which is not a very sane thing to do. Any good and sane person will not do that. They come here every night, almost every night. They don't want me to sleep up to 2 o'clock a.m. and they will shout at me for whatever. They will shout at me and they will disturb me. They will walk around around this building where I am renting, or they will park in front, and they will use whatever they're using. You see? So they are very devious. I think that's devious and evil, because whatever it is, if you want a person to love your God or be with your religion or your group or to belong, you don't have to harass it. If you want to be forgiven, be sure that you should mean it, okay? You say sorry and don't do it again, but then they keep on doing it. They say sorry now and they'll do the same thing again. They're never contented, and they will create things to make me look bad and react in front of many people, so I would look bad, okay? And another reason, another situation is that they even called me a witch, and they said that I am cursed. They would even put a pamphlet or a flyer or a brochure in front of at the doorstep of my shop at Bontang Mountain Province, saying you are cursed, okay? Or they will write it that I am cursed. You see, I think godly people are docile or are not really that docile, but they cannot do these things because you are godly. You are not active into judging people or doing harassment or harassing people. Okay, they would even shout at me on the street saying you are kuya, because I don't know why and whatever. And then another situation and another reason, they harass me even at a police station. They would go and preach there when it's very unprofessional. And at a seminar, I went to a seminar about real estate and beauty salon, and you know that I know that they are singling me out. And even in, what do you call that, networking, what do they call that? It's like a convention of networkers of one company. They would call one of the richest of the country who's got this 500 million network, whatever, or more, to be the speaker, and then they would sing about Jesus, preach about Jesus, and then some of their members would come and talk in front of me and look at me, and they will talk things. They will talk about the guy or a person, and then will look at me. You know that they are really looking at me like, I don't know why. It became so grand, like everyone else, like even the strangers. Maybe because a secretary of this of a government agency which I won an award is also a believer of Jesus, and maybe they are the ones who spread these things. And yes, that agency didn't even when we were supposed to make a video, they didn't allow me to make a video when all of the winners had their videos, and me, they didn't continue to make a video for me. I don't know why, just photos, okay? So there, but I didn't take it personally, okay? It's just that they are making things so they cannot just get over it, okay? Everything should be forgiven, but they're just going over and over, so I would bring it out over and over too, the reasons. So if they really want to stop, then they really should stop, okay? Another reason is that yes, even the closest maybe closest in your family, yes, I have a close one in the family. I was so open to her, telling her about my thoughts on other people, even if I'm not judging, because it's normal for people, even if you're friends with them, to talk about them, right? And these people, I'm telling it to them, to her, and then unknowingly she's telling it to them too. For whatever reasons, she's backstabbing me. I realized that, but I just cannot accept it, but now I really accept it because it's too much, okay? And then, so you see, be careful even with your family. Some of your family members, remember it's some, okay, not all. Some of your relatives, some of your family members, some of your friends can be a backstabber to you, even if they're Christians, even if they claim to be godly, even if they claim to be Jesus-like, okay? And what is that again? Yes, another worst thing is that they harass me at Bontok every day at sleep, almost every day. They would even put a Bible and a love, whatever is that, a pocket book, and the name of that pastor, and the family name starts with letter P, at the stairs near my room, rented room, that apartment of an evil woman who is the mother of an evil man who's selling meat, pork, okay? They harassed me. They were using whatever is that, like dripping water, noises from whatever it's coming from, unrealistic sounds of frogs and insects at night, maybe because of one guy or whatever reason is that, okay? So you see, do not think that even if they believe in God, they are or religious, the more I think the more fanatic they are on their religion and their belief, the more apathetic they are, the more they don't have feelings, and the more close-minded they are. That's why, as you can see in our history, Christians have killed so many people who believe in different gods, like in Latin America, they've killed a lot, or in here or wherever they go, and Islams kill other Islams, Christians kill other Christians. You look at history, they kill each other, okay? Religious people kill each other, and even here they destroy each other, okay? Christians destroy Christians, Christians destroy Islam, Islam destroy Christians, whatever, or so on, Buddhists or what, okay? There. So another reason is that they single me out, and they whatever. Yes, they are turning me into who I'm not. Okay? They wanted me to be a bisexual, and they're even with these bisexual men and other men and women, straight men and women, they want me to be who I'm not. So the effect of that on me is that I became like a very angry person like them. I got so hot-tempered like them because of, just imagine, you only like men because you're gay, and you're not pure gay. You just want to be with men, and you just want to be engaged with, with men, not to go to bed with men and women, okay? So they are making me like that because of their belief, or whatever their belief is. Okay, so I became an angry person. I could even shout on the streets, and I could even get angry anywhere. And I wasn't like that before. I'm even a person who could even smile a lot before, and now they're doing that up to now. They're doing that to me because of the religion, and I don't know why. So you see, the more religious you are, the more you believe in your God or your Jesus or whoever it is, the more narrow-minded you are, okay? And just look at it. That's why there are many chaos and many wars because of these kinds of people. Okay? Just observe and look at, read your history, okay? Excuse me. And they would even invade my privacy, even the way I do my businesses, every business I engage in. They want me to be alone because they think I don't belong to anyone. They want me to do things alone because of what they believe, okay? Which is really impossible, because I know there are people out there who want to engage in business with me. I am a good person and I know how to deal with people, and I just don't know. Maybe they really want to play God. That's why they would make it difficult for me even to get employees and or whatever I want to do with my business, okay? So they are very controlling people. They play like gods, and it's really sickening, okay? They would shout at you anywhere. Okay, I am slowly becoming like them. So be careful, okay? So I guess it's taking too long, but it's okay. Someday I guess this would bear fruit. I'm sorry for that. Someday I hope this would bear fruit, because you know, there will always be people out there who these kinds of people will do. And imagine, they were doing this like almost 20 years, and it became worse like more than 5 years ago. And yes, these people are also, they think that I feel like I'm smarter than God. They would even sing that to me. But these people are incestuous. They're incestuous too. And they're proud of it, and they don't have remorse about it. And they want me to be like that. Okay? Because, you know, okay, it's really hard to say, but because they want me to fuck their ass. But sorry to them, I don't have a dick already. I had a transplant, okay? And I won't regret having a transplant. And yes, it's their plan to do this to me, so I would regret having a transplant. See? Very evil Christian people. They would allow you to have a transplant, so you would regret having a transplant. So are your eyes opened now? And I hope some people would understand, even if they're Christians or even if they have religion. I hope some people would understand me now, and they won't take me personally like those many people who are in their religion. So there, I'm just checking my bullets, okay? And there, so maybe I would remember some and I would make a video again. So there, I hope some would learn now, some would be considerate to people like me now. Even if we don't have religion, they won't look at us like very devious and evil people, because as you heard about me, if you want to confirm it, go to the places I said and ask around, okay? And you will see. Or maybe you get an investigator and send it to them. If you are that very curious people, you have a lot of money, you go. Okay? So I would never have a religion again, and I would just engage with people, religious people who are open-minded, who are more accepting, and who are kind to everyone, okay? And not so judgmental, okay? So, and are not haters and are not fake. So there, watch out for my videos again. So we will have learning in everyday situations, and well, just keep learning, okay? Um, it's okay to forgive, but be very careful, because the more they learn that I'm a very forgiving person, and they took advantage of that. Okay, so it allowed them to do these things to me, which becomes harsher and harsher every day, because they know that I am a very forgiving person, but now I don't, because I really have to cut and tell them that it's not okay to do these things to me. Okay? I am a free person. I shouldn't be controlled. I have my own life. And you don't have the right to see my life, or even put things into my mind which will turn me into a different person, or a bitter person, miserable person, and angry person like them. And they don't have that right, okay? So see you soon. Watch my videos and share it to your friends, okay? And yes, I forgot, sorry. It's not yet the ending. The worst thing again, they want me to be the concubine, the mistress of a guy whose identities I don't know. Okay? So you're religious, but you want me to be the mistress of this bisexual, because, or of this guy, because, or not a mistress, or just to be accompanied by this man, because they can control me, they can pretend to be my lover even if not, and they want me to get crazy, and they think I am crazy to love this guy when we were, but the reality is when we are together, I'm just wondering if I'm just looking at them wondering, are you real? Are you genuine? Are you okay? Okay, so that's how devious they are. They will use anyone, and they would even say to me, you don't like us because no, you don't like the guy because he already changed and you don't. Okay, he went to church and you're not. They do that to you, okay? So as if you're the most evil person in the world. So there. I hope I won't remember anything again, and it would be on the next video, okay? So keep on watching.